Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will try to show you how to apply machine learning model on Azure ML, the easiest way. So in the last couple of videos, we have seen how to let's say create a resource group, workspace, storage account, container, and all of these components. And we also see how to train a model and register the model register the training model in the on the cloud. And today we will try to how to deploy and create endpoint so we can use it for the inference. So let me just let's see, make a refresh. So this is our workspace demo pipeline. And if you see here, we have some jobs. I mean the previous jobs, and if you create a job, it will automatically, let's see, submit a job, and on the background it will try to train your model. So, and if everything is fine, it will be published in the models menu here. So sorry. So now let's see, this is our model, and they have all of these properties of the model. And here you can see the versions. So because I have already delete some versions, old versions, and this is artifacts. So you can see this is the output of our model, and also this already explained in the last couple of videos. So now let's see, let me just show you how to deploy your model. So if you see here now our model, let's see, we already have the model, training model. Now we need to use this model. It's like a normal case. So we need to create endpoint. So, but we could also create an endpoint from here. For instance, create, and you can select the model you would like to use. But I would like to show you how to do it in via Azure CLI version 2. And also it could be also useful if you just go to models and click in the model on the model. Let's see, you have a list of models here, and you can click here, deploy real-time endpoint. So if you click here and follow the steps, it will create endpoint here, and this endpoint will be able to use it in any, let's see, program. It's called endpoint. So but as I said, I would like to do it in a CLI. So let me just open this. So I will see, I will show you how to create an endpoint and also deployment. So there's two steps. So after creating, let's say, the model, so we created the model with this command. And in today's video, I mean, in today's lesson or tutorial, we'll see how to create an endpoint. I mean, the create an endpoint. So as you can see here, is the ML online endpoint create, and here we need a file. So what is inside this file, endpoint.yml file? And also we need a resource group where we would like to create the endpoint, in which resource group and which, let's see, workspace. And if we go here, let me just see the endpoint, and you can see the endpoint, it should be YAML file, and in the YAML file it should be contains, let's see, the minimum these attributes: schema, name of the endpoint, and the authentication mode. Let's see, to use this we need to have a key. So for this I have already prepared this command. So let me just run this. So the CLI version 2, by the way, it's useful for the if you would like to use Azure DevOps. So we will see it next time. So if I just click here, create endpoint, online endpoint. Oh, sorry. So I have to go to the directory, deploy. That was the name deploy. CD. Hey, CD deploy. Mm-hmm. Model. Ah, sorry guys. So I have to go to this directory and so then deploy. So CLI. So let's go back to our create command line. So this command will say create. Okay, I don't need to indeed to do this, but I just need to have the file with this endpoint. Just copy the relative path. Let me just go back. So let me just be in this. I'll just copy the path. Just make it backslash as Linux. So now it says easyml endpoint create, and this is the file as we have seen in the command. So it need a file as a parameter, and this is the file endpoint, which contains name and authentication mode. And also we need a resource group and workspace. So let me just copy this. Clear. So I think creating endpoint won't take, let's see, much time, but deploying the endpoint, it takes at least 10 minutes. It depends on the some factors, I don't know. Okay, so we will see here, if we go to endpoints, we can see the real endpoint. Yeah, it's already, let's see, created, but it's still not finished, I think, but almost created. If we go here, we can see here this is creating, and I think this one will take at least, I mean, I don't know, maybe a few minutes, but let me just pause and go back when it's finished. So when I face any issue, I will of course let you know. Okay, so as you can see here, our endpoint is already created with this is URI, and if we go to the website, the Azure ML, we will see here. So you can see here endpoint. Yeah, we can see our endpoint fruit endpoint. Now its provisioning state is succeeded, and computer type managed and the created, and this is also the I mean the properties of this, and when it's created, and the authentication key type is key, and public network is accessible. And now we need somehow, let's see, a deployment for this. For this, we need a deployment. We have to create a deployment with another command. Or as I said, from here you can see add deployment, create this, and select next. But I don't like this. Let's see, manually. So I'm using CLI Fusion 2 just to show you how to use it in a using CLI Fusion 2. And in the next lesson, so my goal is to make all of these steps automatically via Azure pipeline, as I also showed you in the last couple of videos, for instance, how to create resource group, workspace, storage account. All of these resources or components have been created with 4 different steps, including manually, for instance, from here, from the website, and CLI and Azure DevOps pipeline or Python SDK Fusion 2. So please, if you haven't seen this video, please have a look. And now let me just go back to the Visual Studio Code. So this is our let's see, our endpoint. Now I would like to create a deployment. Let me just change the name. Mm, okay, it's only one. Perfect. So let me just create now. Okay, before this with the README file, and here we created endpoint now. So now we need to deploy this model so we can use it for the inferencing. And for this, we need this to run this command: easy-ml online deployment create the file name, the resource group, and also the workspace. So this is the endpoint. No, this is a deployment. And you can also see how the deployment file should be created. But let me just go through this. It's just I have added several, or let's say less component. So this is the schema has to be included in every, let's say, YAML file. And this is the namespace of the deployment. And we would like to create this deployment on endpoint, which is this, for instance, this one here. And the model, which model we would like to use, if we go here, we would like to move the model from here. And if you just click here, we can see this is our model. You just need to add this one here. And you need to add Azure ML because the model is registered in Azure ML, then the model name and the version. And code configuration, why we need a code configuration? Good question. So now if you, let's say you have in a normal case, let's say in your workspace without cloud, you have trained your model. Now you would like to deploy to run this model, let's say to test, right? And what the expected output from this from running this model, as is it classification, is it object detection, is it segmentation, what are the input and what are the output, right? And here we have the scoring script is, this is the scoring here. And before going to this, let me just show you the main file. In the main file we have split our data, and this is ML flow. We have already seen this in the previous videos, and we have trained the model. We evaluate the model. Now from the evaluation we have some matrices, and from this matrices also we have yeah, if you go to evaluate, let's say this is the model.predict, right? And he, if the prediction is only, I mean, the dimension is one, for instance, is you have only a binary classification 0 1, then you have to use this. If a multi-class label, for instance, in our case we have 7 labels because we trying to classify the fruits. And now this we can here create the accuracy, right? And if we go now back to the class, we need also in the score file to have the same stuff. We need to have to see if it's multi-class, if it's binary class, and etc. So this is the score map, the score file, and in here you have to include all of this. This is almost the same for the most deployment files. So here we need a global variable for models, and here I need unique labels. So let me just go. I think I have seen, yeah. For instance, I have the input. Let's see, is this one here? Data feature one. This is the value of feature one. Feature two. This is the value, and etc. And the output will be the prediction of each line. This, for example, this is belong to each class 1, this belong to class 2. And the next one is probabilities. We need, let's see, a class 1. What are the probabilities for class 1? For instance, if we have 7 classes, it will be 1 till 6 outputs. We will see this the output in the in the endpoint after testing. Now let me go to the deployment. No, to the school file, and here we have uploaded the model. So as you can see here, Azure ML model directory. This will be registered in the Azure DevOps. So you didn't need to care about this variable here. It's already registered in the machine that you will use to deploy your stuff. And here we have our model is output. And as I showed you in the beginning, as you can see here in the models, this is our model. So as you can see, the artifacts are, and this is the our directory. Let's see, outputs, and we have the model pickle file is here. So that's why we have add this join path. This is the path of the Azure ML. Then we add this outputs because our stuff in the output folder. And this is a log. It's only a log. And here we need to load the model, which is the model in the deployment YAML file. And also we need to upload unique classes. So after let's say after classifying, we need to see let's see real string, not only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 let's see classes, as you can see here. So in the prediction we need let's see a real classes, not only 0, 1, 2, 3. That's why I have added, or let's see, saved unique labels. So as you can see here, this is unique labels. So they saved in the in the model, and this is our Unix classes. And what is this? Let me just close some files. Now this only initial function will be only run once in the beginning, because this will be loading the model and unique classes. Now if you would like to run, it will run the only from here, because the model should be only load one time. If we have to upload model for every, let's see, test example, it will be a heavy load. So that's why we have upload here and do it as a global variable. And here we will send the data, and the data will be transferred to data frame, and we will do the prediction. And here the magic, it's not a magic, this is the probability as in the main file. So try to classify this. And now I need to have the classes as a string for each probabilities. For the classes for the probabilities uh, for each prediction or line. Let's see, input. And this is for the multi-class, and this is for the binary classes. And the output will be like this: predictions, predicted labels, and the probabilities, as you have seen in this file deployment. The output will be like this. Okay, so back to the deploy file. So this is we already done, and here you need the environment. So if you have, if you would like to use the environment from Azure ML, you could use it as I have done here. And if you have some other, let's see, different libraries, different packages, different stuff you would like to use, you have to add your environment and conda file. So for this I have added, just show you. Let's show you here, job training. I have no idea where is this. Seems I haven't added here, but I think so. Yes, you can see. If we see in the YAML files, see we have the jobs, and if you, as I said, I have the I have to use the environment which already created by Azure ML team. Let's see Microsoft, and if you have no, let's say you need to use different environment, you have to provide this, the name, Kunda file, and the image. So this all already explained. Now we need to instance type. Which PC we would like to use. This is the standard PC. Let me just go to the environment, just to have a look in the environments. So for instance, here this is I'm using light. Go to the light and see. Take sometimes, yeah. Go to the Kunda files and see. This is the, let's say, the dependencies or packages in this environment. If it's identical to you, or let's see it's enough for you, you can use it. If not, try to see another environment. If not, try to create your own. That's it. I have closed it. Okay, let me just go back. Now I need the instance count is only one, and the traffic should be 100. I mean, I will just show you in the when it's created. Let's see. So it means when it's created, it, without this, it won't be created. Let's see, it will create the deployment, but you can't use it. You have to do the traffic to 100 or 50%, but 100% it's enough. It's fine. But if in case you create the deployment without this, you have to run this update endpoints and classify and the name of the classify the deployment and adding this 100. But I will just add this. So let me just run this command. Clear. So this is the file and the resource group and workspace. Let's hit enter. So perfect. What is the error here? Can't access log available debug. Self load. Traffic. Unknown field. Okay. So I will remove this. I was thinking this will solve the issue. Okay. But let's try again. Let me just see if it's already created. We have to delete it. Sometimes it's start to create it. So as you can see, no deployments is created because there was an error. Just okay, double check. Perfect. So now let's run the command. So this will create a deployment in this for this endpoint here. So we will have a look. We will see somehow some information about the deployment. So let me just refresh. Hopefully there is no error. You can see it's already created. I mean the deployment. But let's have a look. It's still running. So as I said in the beginning, this will take, let's see, some minutes. But I will try to pause the video recording and back to you when I have, of course, any issue or any error as usual. I will show you how to fix it, show you what is the error and how to fix it. Okay, so as you can see, it's already created successfully. And let me check. Run. I mean, not run. Where is it? endpoint. Yeah, now you can see endpoint is created and the deployment summary, let's see, the deployment is also created. And you can see here, this is the name and there's no error here. And yeah, live traffic here. So as you can see, it's zero. And let me, before changing this, I will try to show you what we can have. So we are now in details and we can now just for testing, we can add our data here. With the data? The data is too big. I mean, because we have, oops, okay. Let me just do stuff here. I think the output will be network error. I don't know, but let's just check. So yes, fail to test the model, network model. As I said in the beginning, because this traffic, live traffic is 0%, so it's not used. It's like stop. And you can also update it from here, edit deployment, and let me target. This is the percentage 0, 1, and the minimum instance, maximum instance. But I like to do it in the via CLI. So let me just run this command. This is the update, and this class the name is multi-class. Let me just copy this. Now I will clean. What is this? So I have copied the two files. 03, right? Yes. So let's click, hit enter. I have copied the two files, two lines. This will change from 0 to 100% because we have added here 100. Let me click refresh. So, yeah, it's now 100. It's already updated. Let me just check the command line. It's still running. Maybe something is still running, but once finished, I will try to test again. Yeah, now we are done. Clear. So copy the same data. Where's the data? The data is here. Shift, then click. Then let me just try to test, remove this, and update our stuff. So now we can, yes. So now it's running. Oh yeah, so you can see now our stuff. I mean, the our example test example is working perfectly without any issues after changing this to 100. If it's live traffic, if it's 0%, it won't work. So just to save your time, try to make it 100 or maybe at least 500. So also you can check, for instance, if you get some issues with delete it. Okay. If you have any issue, you can check the log files here. So I'm not quite sure if I click. Let me just before this. So you can see the prediction. The class label is local. Local. I don't know which fruit is this. And this is the probabilities for each class. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 7 classes. And this is only how to test if everything is running perfectly. So if you have any issues, you can check the logs, and the logs will identify what is the error. And let's see now the endpoint. Let's see the the deployment now is running forever unless we have to stop the or delete this deployment. Now let's say you would like to use it in Python or in R or in C Sharp or JSON. This is, for instance, this is JavaScript, how to use it, the code in JavaScript. This is how to use the model in JavaScript. And you can see in Python as well, you can see this is, you don't need to change anything here, just as it is. And the data, you need to change the data as we have done it in the example, and copy this, for instance, and put it here. Let's just try. Maybe it should work if we have done this. Let me just see deploy. Okay, for this we have to also create a compute. Then we can see it in the next time, because I have to create a compute instance, and this will take some minutes. I don't want to make it any longer. So that's it for today. Let's just recap what we have done. So let's assume we have already the model is already trained and registered in Azure ML. And so, for instance, Azure models. Now we need to create an endpoint, and for this endpoint we need to create a deployment. And this is what we have done. And by the way, for this endpoint you can create many, let's say, deployment deployments. And if you would like, let's say, to delete this deployment, you can just hit this. Let me just copy this. I will just hit enter. This will delete the deployment stuff. Oh, false, sorry, this false. So the name was multi-class. So you can see delete. Let me just show you the command itself. To delete, you need a name, endpoint name, resource group, and workspace. And this is yes, it's just for the confirmation. Why it's not working? Invalid request. Okay, traffic should be 0. Okay, so let me just go back to here. Or we can use the same. This, you can just delete it from here. Easy. Now for this we need to click. Just see. Not working. You have requested to delete the and can be deleted. Click update traffic button to scale down to 0. Okay, good to know. I haven't deleted when it's running, but you can just have a look. Update, for instance, just let me make a copy and make it 0. Let's see. This will set the traffic to 0, and after that we can delete the deployment. If it's 100, maybe because it will be used in some other services. So it's just, I will see, it's a good practice, not a good practice. It's a good strategy. you will not be able to delete the deployment until it's no one is used this. Well, let's see the traffic is 0. And I think that's it for today. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe for ML deployment tutorials and ML stuff. And if you have any question, just try to write it down in the comment below, and I will try to answer it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, by the way, it's already created. I mean, if we check, so now the traffic should be 0. Yeah, can see now it's 0. And the file script, you can see it's here, what we have uploaded, what we have seen in this one here. Okay, now we can delete our deployment with this command, and it should work. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Next lesson, I will try to add, do all of this stuff in Azure DevOps pipeline. Bye bye.